My beloved child, stop everything. Right now, put your hands down for a second. Take a breath that goes all the way to the bottom of your lungs, because I have been waiting for you. I have been watching you fight battles nobody applauded. I have been listening to prayers you could barely whisper. And today, I'm saying, let's talk. You didn't click on this by accident. You didn't land here because you were bored. You're here because I'm drawing you close, and you felt it. That pull in your chest, that quiet pressure in your spirit, that moment where the noise of the world got a little softer, and something inside you said, stay, so stay. I know you've been tired. Not the kind of tired that sleep fixes, but the kind that comes from carrying too much for too long. I saw the nights you stared at the ceiling, replaying conversations you wish you could redo. I saw you trying to be strong for everyone, while your own heart was bruised and bleeding in silence. I saw you smile in public and fall apart in private, and I'm not ashamed of you. I'm not disappointed in you. I'm not stepping back from you. I'm stepping toward you. Listen closely, because the enemy has tried to confuse you about my voice. He's tried to make you think that if you're anxious, I must be far. If you're struggling, I must have forgotten you. If you're behind, you must be disqualified. But that's not how I work. That's not who I am. I'm the God who finds you in the mess, not after you've cleaned it up. I'm the God who speaks peace into storms, not only after the waters calm. I'm the God who rebuilds, restores, and revives, even when all you see are broken pieces. And I'm telling you this with love and urgency. Don't scroll past. Don't minimize this moment. Don't talk yourself out of what I'm trying to pour into you right now. Because I've been waiting for you. You've been waiting too, haven't you? Waiting for a sign, waiting for relief, waiting for a breakthrough, waiting for the day things finally make sense, waiting for the moment you can breathe again without that tightness in your chest. And I'm telling you, the waiting season is shifting. You've prayed for change, but deep down you've wondered, what if nothing changes? What if I'm stuck like this forever? My child, you're not stuck. You're not forgotten. You are not buried. You are planted. And planted things don't look like miracles at first. Planted things look hidden. Planted things look quiet. Planted things look delayed. But underground, where nobody claps for you, where nobody even sees you, I've been working. I've been building roots in you. I've been strengthening what will hold the weight of the next season. I've been preparing you for the very answers you begged me for, and now, hear me clearly. I'm not bringing you out just to drop you back into the same cycle. I'm not lifting you up just to let you fall again. I'm not speaking to you today to tease you with hope. I'm speaking to you because I'm shifting your life. The door you thought was closed forever. I can open it in one breath. The opportunity you thought you missed. I can restore time and I can reroute purpose. The relationship you thought was too broken, I can soften hearts that feel like stone. The fear that's been gripping your mind, I can break it like a chain snapping in my hands. But you must let me talk to you without arguing with me in your head, without rushing ahead, without feeding the voice that says, yeah, but not today. Today, you listen like someone who knows they are loved. And if you feel this in your spirit right now, if you can sense I'm speaking directly to you, comment 777. Not because it's magic, not because it's a ritual, but because it's your way of saying, God, I'm here, I'm listening, I'm not running this time. My child, I've been waiting for you to stop performing. Stop pretending you're fine when you're not. Stop carrying everything like you were built to be your own savior. Stop punishing yourself for what you didn't know back then. Stop replaying your worst moments like they have the authority to name you. I did not create you to live under the weight of shame. You've been walking around with invisible bruises, wounds that don't show up in photos, pain that doesn't have a cast or a bandage, so people assume you're okay. But I know the exact moment your heart cracked. I know the exact sentence that changed how you see yourself. I know the disappointment you swallowed because you didn't want to look needy. I know the betrayal you tried to forgive while it still burned. And I'm telling you, I can heal what you've been hiding. I can heal the way you flinch when love gets close. I can heal the way you overthink every decision because you don't trust your own judgment anymore. I can heal the way you keep your guard up, even with people who never hurt you, because you're afraid of being blindsided again. I can heal the way your confidence disappeared after life hit you hard. I am the God of healing, not just physical healing, but emotional healing, mental healing, spiritual healing, the kind that doesn't just patch you up, but makes you whole again. And I'm not just offering you comfort, I'm offering you transformation. That means some things have to shift, some habits have to break, some voices have to get quieter, some attachments have to loosen. Because you've been trying to enter a new season while carrying old weights, and you can't run with chains. So let's talk about what you've been carrying. You've been carrying financial pressure, bills, debt, that silent panic when your phone buzzes, and you wonder if it's another reminder, another late notice, another problem you don't have the energy to face. You've been trying to hold it together while thinking about your credit score, your rent, your mortgage, your student loans, your debt consolidation options, the way prices keep rising while your peace keeps shrinking. I see it, and I'm not intimidated by your numbers. I'm not limited by your bank account. I'm not confused about a way forward. I'm the God who provides. And I'm telling you, the financial freedom you've prayed about is not a fantasy. It's not for other people. It's not reserved for the lucky. I can bring stability to your home. I can bring wisdom to your decisions. I can bring open doors to your career. I can bring promotion, new clients, unexpected favor, and opportunities that fit your purpose. But I need you to stop thinking you're behind. Stop thinking you're cursed. Stop thinking you always struggle and never win. Those words have been shaping your atmosphere, and today I'm teaching you to speak differently. Say this in your heart. God is my provider. Again, God is my provider. One more time, like you mean it. God is my provider. Because when you align your spirit with truth, you stop making decisions from fear. And fear has been draining you. Fear has been keeping you in survival mode. Fear has been making you accept less than what I planned for you. I didn't call you to barely make it. I called you to build, to grow, to overflow, to become a testimony of restoration. And yes, you've been trying to do the right thing, even when nobody noticed, even when it didn't pay off immediately, even when it felt like you were overlooked. I saw your integrity. I saw you refuse the shortcut. I saw you keep your promises. I saw you get back up after disappointment, and I'm proud of you. Not because you're perfect, but because you kept coming back to me. Now listen, because this part matters. The enemy has been watching you too. He's been watching how close you are to your breakthrough. He's been watching how your faith keeps rising again, even after it gets hit. He's been watching how you refuse to stay bitter. And because he knows his time is short, he's been trying to distract you. Distraction is not random. Distraction is warfare. He will send noise when you need stillness. He will send temptation when you need discipline. He will send confusion when you need clarity. He will send the wrong people when you're about to meet the right ones. He will send you back into old conversations when you're finally healing. So hear me. Stay alert, not afraid, alert. Because you are not alone. I have assigned angels around you, guardians you don't see, protection you can't measure, help you can't explain. And when you feel that sudden check in your spirit, when something tells you, don't go there, don't text them, don't spend that, don't react, that's not you being dramatic. That's me guiding you. That's me keeping you. That's me protecting your destiny. Comment 7 February if you felt that guidance before. If you've ever looked back and realized, God spared me, then comment 777, because I'm reminding you right now, I'm still doing it. Now let's talk about your heart. You've been carrying pain from relationships, family, friends, people you loved, people you trusted, people you prayed for, and you don't even know how to explain it anymore. You just know you're tired of feeling misunderstood, tired of always being the one who reaches out, tired of being strong, tired of being the peacekeeper, tired of always trying to prove you're worthy of love. My child, you don't have to beg for what I already gave you. You are already worthy. You are already chosen. You are already loved. And I know you've been asking, God, are you going to fix this? Are you going to restore what was broken? Yes, but not the way you think. Sometimes restoration looks like reunion. Sometimes restoration looks like release. Sometimes restoration is me healing you so deeply that you stop chasing people who only loved you in seasons. Sometimes restoration is me giving you the courage to set boundaries without guilt. Sometimes restoration is me rebuilding your identity so you stop calling abandonment normal. Because you were not born to be tolerated. You were born to be cherished. And I'm not just sending you people who can benefit from you. I'm sending you people who can honor you. People who see your heart and don't try to use it. People who don't make you feel like love is a test you can fail. But you have to let me close doors too. Don't fear the closed door. A closed door is not rejection, it's protection. A closed door is me saying, that's not your table. A closed door is me saying, that's not your tribe. A closed door is me saying, not like that, not with them, not in that season. And yes, it can hurt. Because you wanted it, because you tried, because you invested, because you hoped, but I'm saving you from what would have cost you more than tears. So let it go. Release it. Not with bitterness, with trust. Now let me speak to your mind, because your mind has been under attack. Anxiety has been trying to move in like it pays rent. Overthinking has been trying to sit on the throne of your decisions. Regret has been trying to make your past feel louder than my promise. And you've been waking up already tired because your mind never fully rests. My child, come closer. I'm not asking you to figure everything out. I'm asking you to give it to me. Because you were never meant to carry tomorrow with today's strength. That's why you feel overwhelmed. You keep trying to live 10 days at once. You keep imagining every outcome. You keep bracing for impact, even when nothing is happening. But I didn't design you for constant fear. I designed you for faith. And faith doesn't mean you don't feel. It means you don't follow the feeling into a pit. So right now, I want you to do something simple. In your heart, open your hands. That's it. Open your hands and place the weight in them, the worry, the what-ifs, the questions, the pressure. Place it in your hands and then hand it to me. Because I can hold what's crushing you. I can handle what's confusing you. I can solve what's stressing you. I can calm what's raging inside you. And my peace is not like the world's peace. My peace stays when the numbers don't make sense. My peace stays when people don't understand you. My peace stays when the timeline changes. My peace stays when life feels uncertain. My peace is an anchor. Let it anchor you now. And if you're still here with me, if you're still listening, I want you to press like on this video. Not for popularity, not for pride, but as a small act of agreement, as a sign that you're choosing faith over fear today. Because you're not watching this message, you're receiving it. Now listen, because I need to tell you something you've been afraid to believe. You're closer than you think. The reason the warfare has been intense is because the blessing is near. The reason the pressure has been heavy is because the promise is real. The reason your patience has been tested is because your promotion is in motion, and the enemy knows it. He knows you're one yes away from a new chapter. He knows you're one decision away from breaking the cycle. He knows you're one prayer away from the kind of healing that changes generations. So he tries to rush you. He tries to tire you. He tries to isolate you. He tries to make you feel like nobody understands you. But I'm telling you today, you are not alone. You are seen. You are protected. You are guided. And I have been waiting for you to stop doubting yourself every time you make progress. Waiting for you to stop going back to what I already brought you out of. Waiting for you to stop calling your sensitivity a weakness. when it's actually a gift. Waiting for you to stop shrinking because you're afraid of being judged. Waiting for you to stand up, not in arrogance, but in authority. Because there is authority on your life. There is purpose on your life. There is destiny on your life. And I did not place that in you for you to live small. I placed that in you so you could shine. Now let's talk about the thing you keep hiding, even from yourself. That dream, that idea, that vision you get late at night when everything is quiet and you suddenly feel alive again. The thing you tell yourself is too much, too late, too risky, not practical. My child, I planted that desire in you. I didn't give you a calling to frustrate you. I didn't give you a gift to mock you. I didn't give you a vision to leave you stuck. What I start, I finish. But you have to stop disqualifying yourself before you even begin. Stop saying, I don't have enough. Stop saying, I'm not ready. Stop saying, what if I fail? What if you fly? What if this is the season you finally stop waiting for permission? What if this is the season you stop watching other people live your dream with their name on it? Because you weren't created to copy. You were created to build, and I am giving you strategy. Step by step. Not all at once, not to overwhelm you, but enough light for the next move. For some of you, the next move is education, an online degree, a certification, a skill that turns your gift into income. For some of you, it's a business idea that's been sitting in your notes app for months. For some of you, it's applying again, even after you got rejected. For some of you, it's updating that resume. For some of you, it's finally taking your health seriously, scheduling the appointment you keep delaying, choosing a better routine, protecting your sleep, asking about the right health insurance, getting real support. And yes, for some of you, the next move is simply believing you deserve to be okay. Because you've gotten so used to survival that peace feels suspicious. But peace is your portion. Now hear me, because I'm going to speak to your finances again, and I want you to listen without flinching. You've been afraid you'll never get ahead. Afraid that one emergency will wipe you out. Afraid that no matter how hard you work, it won't be enough. Afraid you'll always be one step behind. But I'm breathing on your efforts. I'm blessing the work of your hands. I'm sharpening your discernment so you stop making expensive emotional decisions. I'm teaching you to say no without guilt. I'm teaching you to budget without shame. I'm teaching you to plan without panic. I'm bringing wisdom to your investment strategy. I'm opening doors for real estate opportunities in the right timing. I'm placing people in your path who understand stewardship, not just hustle. Because this is not just about money. It's about stability. It's about peace in your home. It's about you not living in constant worry. It's about you being able to bless others without draining yourself. It's about you breaking the cycle so your children don't inherit fear. And I can do that. I can do it suddenly. I can do it steadily. I can do it in ways that make you look back and say, only God. So don't be ashamed to desire financial freedom. Don't let anyone make you feel guilty for wanting to live without constant pressure. But keep your heart clean. Keep your motives pure. Keep your trust in me, not in a number, because abundance without peace is poverty in disguise. And I'm not just giving you more, I'm giving you peace with it. Now I need to warn you with love. Not everyone will celebrate your elevation. Some people only like you when you're smaller than them. Some people only support you when you're struggling, because your struggle makes them feel safe. Some people only call you when they need something. And as I lift you, as I heal you, as I strengthen you, you're going to notice who gets uncomfortable when you start choosing yourself. Don't fight them. Don't beg them. Don't explain yourself for the 100th time. Just keep walking with me. Because the ones who are meant to stay will stay, and the ones who are meant to go will go. And I will replace what leaves with something better, not always immediately, but always intentionally. So if you feel like you're outgrowing places, people, habits and mindsets. That's not you being too much. That's you becoming who I called you to be. Now listen, because I'm about to speak something very specific over you. You've been feeling like you've lost time, like you're behind schedule, like you should be farther than you are, like you wasted years, like you missed your moment. My child, I am the Redeemer of time. I can restore what you thought was lost. I can multiply what you thought was small. I can take 1 year and make it feel like 10. I can take what the enemy meant for harm and turn it into fuel for your purpose. Nothing you survived was meaningless. Nothing you cried through was wasted. Nothing you endured was random. Even that season you hated, I was building something in you. I was teaching you discernment. I was teaching you endurance. I was teaching you how to stand when the ground shifts. I was teaching you who you are without applause. And now that the foundation is stronger, now that the roots are deeper, now that your character can carry the calling, I'm moving you forward. And I'm not asking you to sprint, I'm asking you to stay faithful. Because faithfulness is what keeps you steady when emotions change. Faithfulness is what keeps you grounded when attention comes. Faithfulness is what keeps your heart clean when doors open, and doors are opening. Some of you are about to receive a message that changes everything. A call, an email, an invitation, a yes, a second chance, an unexpected connection, a new client, a new contract, a new job, a better offer, a clearer path. And you're going to feel the temptation to panic because it's finally happening. Don't panic, prepare. I've been preparing you for this. I've been waiting for you. And if you're ready to receive what I'm saying, comment 777 again. Let it be your declaration. I'm ready for my breakthrough. I'm ready for my healing. I'm ready for my destiny. Now let me speak to your body, because your body has been carrying stress like a backpack you never take off. You've been tense in your shoulders, tight in your jaw, heavy in your chest, restless in your sleep. You've been running on caffeine and willpower, and you've been telling yourself, it's fine, I'll deal with it later. But later has been expensive. Later has been draining. Later has been stealing your joy. My child, your health matters to me. Your mind matters to me. Your nervous system matters to me. Your rest matters to me. I did not create you to grind yourself into dust. I created you to live. So breathe again, drink water again, go outside again, move your body again, forgive again, laugh again. Because stress will lie to you and tell you you don't have time to care for yourself, when caring for yourself is exactly what keeps you strong enough to finish your assignment. And yes, I can heal miraculously. Yes, I can touch what doctors can't see. Yes, I can restore what feels damaged. But I also teach wisdom. I also teach stewardship. I also teach you to honor what I gave you. So honor it. And don't be afraid to get support. Don't be afraid to talk to someone. Don't be afraid of online therapy if that's a door I'm opening for you. Don't be afraid of counseling. Don't be afraid of healthy community. You weren't meant to heal alone. Now, I'm going to bring this back to the center, because I don't want you to miss the simplest truth. I've been waiting for you to come close. Not when you're perfect. Now. Not when you have it all figured out. Now. Not when you feel spiritual enough. Now, because I'm not asking for performance. I'm asking for honesty. Talk to me. Tell me what you're afraid of. Tell me what you're angry about. Tell me what you're ashamed of. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you need. I can handle your truth, and when you finally stop hiding, you finally stop running, you finally stop numbing, you're going to realize something that changes everything. I never left. Even when you felt alone, I was there. Even when you felt ignored, I was listening. Even when you felt delayed, I was aligning. Even when you felt broken, I was holding you. I have been waiting for you, and now I'm going to speak over your next season. Your next season will not be defined by what hurt you. Your next season will not be defined by what they said. Your next season will not be defined by what you lost. Your next season will be defined by what I restore. and I'm restoring more than you think. I'm restoring your confidence. I'm restoring your appetite for life. I'm restoring your ability to trust again. I'm restoring your creativity. I'm restoring your peace. I'm restoring your focus. I'm restoring your discipline. I'm restoring your joy. And as I restore you, you're going to notice you don't even crave the old things the same way. The old patterns won't satisfy you. The old drama won't excite you. The old distractions won't pull you like they used to. Because you're changing, you're being renewed, you're being strengthened, and the enemy is nervous. So he will try one more time. He will try to trigger you. He will try to bait you into proving yourself. He will try to tempt you into impulsive spending, impulsive texting, impulsive reactions. He will try to stir up old wounds so you forget how far you've come. But you are not who you were, and you will not go backward. You will not return to what broke you. You will not shrink to make someone comfortable. You will not sabotage your breakthrough because your nervous system is used to chaos. You will breathe. You will pray. You will pause. You will choose wisdom. You will choose peace. And you will keep moving because I'm with you. Now, I want you to imagine this. A door in front of you. It looks heavy. It looks impossible. It looks like it's been locked for years. You've pulled on it. You've cried about it. You've questioned yourself in front of it. You've watched other people walk through doors while yours stayed shut. But what you didn't see is that I wasn't just opening a door. I was changing who you are when you walked through it. Because if I opened it too early, it would have crushed you. If I gave it too soon, you would have lost it. If I elevated you before you were healed, the higher place would have exposed the cracks. So I waited. Not to hurt you, to help you. And now the lock is turning, the hinges are moving, the atmosphere is shifting, and you're going to feel it. You're going to feel a strange mix of excitement and fear. You're going to feel like, this is what I prayed for, so why am I nervous? Because you're stepping into new territory, but you're not stepping alone. I go before you, I stand behind you, I walk beside you, and I live within you. So when the door opens, don't freeze, don't overthink, don't talk yourself out of it. Step, take the next step, not every step, just the next one, and I will meet you there. Now I'm going to speak to the person who feels like giving up. You've been saying, I can't do this anymore. You've been feeling numb. You've been feeling exhausted. You've been feeling like nothing you do matters. But you're still here. And the fact that you're still here means there's still purpose in you. There's still breath in you. There's still a reason I've kept you. So don't you dare call yourself done when I'm not done with you. Don't you dare quit in the middle of a story I'm still writing. Don't you dare measure your life by one painful chapter. Because the chapter is changing. And I know you've heard people say that before, and you've been disappointed before, and you've been let down before. So you guard your hope, you keep your expectations low. You tell yourself, I'm fine, just so it won't hurt as much if nothing changes. But hope is not your enemy, hopelessness is. So I'm asking you to hope again, not in people, not in luck, not in a timeline, in me. And if you need a simple prayer right now, let this be it. God, I'm here. Talk to me. I'm listening. That's it. And while you're here, while you're listening, don't isolate. Subscribe to this channel and stay connected to messages that build your faith. This is a family, and you don't have to fight alone. Now, my child, let's go deeper, because some of you have been wrestling with purpose. You've been saying, God, what am I supposed to be doing? And the enemy has been using comparison to torment you. He shows you other people's highlight reels and whispers, you're behind. He shows you their success and whispers, you missed it. He shows you their confidence and whispers, you'll never be like that. But I didn't call you to be like them. I called you to be you. And you have something they don't have. Your story, your voice, your resilience, your perspective, your compassion, your anointing. Your testimony will unlock doors for other people. Your healing will give other people permission to heal. Your breakthrough will remind someone else that I still move. So don't despise your process. Don't rush your growth. Don't curse your season. Because I'm building something in you that will last. And when it comes, it won't be fragile. It won't be temporary. It won't be a quick high that crashes. It will be rooted. It will be steady. It will be real. Now, I'm going to speak a promise over your home. Peace is coming to your home. Not fake peace that depends on everyone acting right. Real peace. The kind that lives in you. The kind that stays even when people are still growing. The kind that protects your mind at night. The kind that keeps your heart soft without making you weak. Peace is coming. Order is coming. Clarity is coming. And as you walk in that peace, you're going to make better decisions. You're going to see more clearly. You're going to stop reacting and start responding. You're going to stop chasing and start attracting what aligns with you. And yes, even in practical things, I'm going to help you. If you've been overwhelmed with paperwork, legal stress, taxes, business insurance, retirement planning, things that feel too adult and too heavy, I'm going to give you favor and understanding. I'm going to send the right counsel at the right time. I'm going to help you organize what's been chaotic, because I care about details too. I'm not only the God of miracles, I am the God of wisdom, and wisdom will save you years of pain. Now listen carefully, because I'm going to say something that will sting a little, but it will heal you if you let it. You can't enter the next season while entertaining the same excuses. You can't pray for open doors and keep refusing to walk when I say move. You can't pray for healing and keep reopening the wound by going back to the person who cut you. You can't pray for financial freedom and keep spending to soothe your emotions. You can't pray for purpose and keep drowning your gifts in distractions. I'm not saying this to shame you. I'm saying this because I love you and because I'm calling you higher. So today, choose discipline, choose focus, choose peace, choose forgiveness, choose progress, not perfectly, but consistently. Because consistency is the bridge between prayer and promise. And I'm going to stay with you on that bridge. I'm going to strengthen you when you feel weak. I'm going to correct you when you drift. I'm going to comfort you when you cry. I'm going to remind you who you are when you forget. I've been waiting for you. Now, my child, I want to speak to the hidden fear you don't talk about. The fear of being happy and then losing it. The fear of finally getting what you prayed for and then messing it up. The fear of being seen. The fear of success. The fear of love. The fear of peace, because chaos is what you know. But hear me, you are safe with me. You are safe to grow. You are safe to be blessed. You are safe to be loved. You are safe to build. You are safe to rest. And when your mind tries to predict disaster, when it tries to brace for pain, I want you to gently bring it back to truth. I am with you. I am guiding you. I am protecting you. I am providing for you. I am healing you. I am opening doors. I am closing traps. I am restoring what was stolen. I am redeeming what was wasted. I am aligning what was scattered. I am strengthening what was fragile. Now breathe again. And don't rush this. Let these words sink in, because they are not just encouragement. They are instruction. For some of you, there's a phone call you need to make, a conversation you've been avoiding because you hate conflict. But I will give you the words. Speak truth with love. For some of you, there's an apology you need to offer, not to grovel, but to be free. For some of you, there's a boundary you need to set, not to punish, but to protect. For some of you, there's a habit you need to break, not because you're bad, but because you're ready. And for some of you, the instruction is simple. Come back to me daily, not once a week, not when you're desperate, daily, because daily connection produces daily strength, and daily strength produces long-term breakthrough. Now let me talk to the part of you that feels unworthy. You keep thinking, why would God choose me? Because I love you. Because I formed you, because I know what's inside you, because I see what you can't see yet, because I specialize in taking the overlooked and making them undeniable. because I take the thing the world calls weak and make it powerful, because I take the broken places and turn them into beauty, because I take the rejected ones and seat them at tables they didn't build, because I am God, and because your life is not an accident. Your name has been on my heart. Your tears have been in my hands. Your prayers have been in my ears, and I have been waiting for you. So here's what I want you to do right now. In your heart, make a decision. No more running, no more numbing, no more delaying, no more living in circles, no more accepting crumbs, no more shrinking, no more settling. You're going forward, you're healing, you're building, you're rising, and you're going to look back one day soon and realize this moment, this message, this pause was a turning point, because I'm not just talking, I'm moving, I'm aligning, I'm shifting, I'm unlocking, I'm restoring. Now stay with me, because I'm about to speak directly to the storm you're facing, and I'm about to tell you what to do when the wind gets loud and the waves start trying to climb into your thoughts. Don't wrestle the storm with your own strength. Don't try to outthink it. Don't try to control every drop of rain. Do this instead. Fix your focus. Because storms don't only attack your life, they attack your vision. They try to blur what I said. They try to twist what you heard. They try to make you doubt what you already know is true. So when the storm rises, you don't need a louder voice. You need a steadier one. You need to speak to your soul like someone with authority, not like someone begging for relief. Tell your mind, you will not spiral. Tell your heart, you will not panic. Tell your spirit, you will not quit. And then listen, because I'm going to teach you something that will change how you move through pressure. The storm is not proof you're off track. Sometimes the storm is proof you're on the right road, and the resistance is trying to turn you around. So don't turn around. Don't run back to what feels familiar just because it's predictable. Don't go back to old patterns because they feel like control. Control is not peace. It's just fear with better posture. Peace is knowing I'm with you even when you don't understand what's happening. Now, when the storm hits, here's what you do. You slow down your reaction time, not because you're weak, but because you're wise. Because the enemy loves fast decisions made from high emotion. He loves rushed words. He loves impulsive clicks. He loves late-night messages that you regret in the morning. He loves panic spending. He loves desperate agreements. He loves when you sign things without reading the fine print. But you are not going to be led by adrenaline anymore. You're going to be led by discernment. So if you feel pressured to respond immediately, pause. If you feel pressured to prove yourself, pause. If you feel pressured to explain yourself, pause. If you feel pressured to buy something to calm your nerves, pause. Because in the pause, I speak. In the pause, I guide. In the pause, I protect you from your own temporary emotions. My child, some of you have been one emotional moment away from a decision that could cost you months. And I'm stepping in today to slow you down, not to delay your blessing, but to preserve it. That's why I'm telling you, don't make permanent choices in temporary storms. Now let me get specific. Some of you have been under a storm in your finances, and it has made you feel ashamed, like you're the only one struggling. But I'm not here to shame you. I'm here to stabilize you. I'm going to give you strategy. I'm going to give you discipline. I'm going to give you favor. And I'm going to give you the kind of wisdom that looks like boring habits, but produces extraordinary results. You don't need to chase every trend. You don't need to gamble on every quick win. You don't need to compare your chapter 2 to someone else's chapter 20. You need consistency. You need clarity. You need to know where your money is going before it goes. You need to protect your peace the same way you protect your password. Because your future is worth more than temporary comfort. And yes, I will open doors for higher income, better career opportunities, stronger business growth. For some of you, I'm aligning a remote job that fits your life. For some of you, I'm moving you toward a promotion. For some of you, I'm connecting you with a mentor. For some of you, I'm giving you the idea that becomes your brand. But hear me, don't despise the small steps. The small steps are how I build unshakable foundations. Even a storm can't break what is built right. Now, I need to speak to the person whose storm is emotional. You've been carrying grief. You've been carrying loneliness. You've been carrying disappointment that you don't even have language for. And you've started to believe something dangerous. You've started to believe your feelings are facts. But feelings are not facts. Feelings are signals. And right now, your feelings are signaling exhaustion, not failure. They are signaling that you need replenishment, not punishment. They are signaling that you need truth, not more noise. So let me tell you the truth. You are not too far gone. You are not too damaged. You are not too late. You are not too complicated. You are not a burden. You are not hard to love. You have been bruised, yes, but you are not broken beyond repair. And the part of you that feels fragile right now is not weakness. It's sensitivity returning. It's your heart thawing after a long winter. It's your soul waking up again. So be gentle with yourself. You don't heal by attacking yourself. You heal by agreeing with what I say about you, even when your emotions argue. Now listen, because I'm going to show you what to do when your thoughts start flooding. You don't chase every thought. You don't debate every fear. You don't entertain every scenario. You filter. You ask, is this thought producing peace, or is it producing panic? If it's producing panic, it's not from me. You ask, is this thought calling me higher or dragging me lower? If it's dragging you lower, it's not from me. You ask, is this thought pushing me toward wisdom or pushing me toward impulse? If it's pushing you toward impulse, it's not from me. My child, you need to stop giving free rent to thoughts that came to rob you. Evict them, and you do that by replacing them, not with denial, with truth. Truth is your shield. Truth is your compass. Truth is your breath when anxiety tries to steal oxygen from your chest. So when your mind says, I'm going to lose everything, you answer, I am held. When your mind says, I'm not enough, you answer, I am chosen. When your mind says, it's over, you answer, God is still writing. When your mind says, I'll never recover, you answer, I will be restored. And if you can feel your spirit rising right now, comment 777. Let that be your line in the sand. Let that be your way of saying, I'm not partnering with fear anymore. Now let me talk about something you've been avoiding. Accountability. Not the kind that shames you, the kind that strengthens you. Because there are areas where you keep asking me to do what you won't participate in. You want clarity, but you keep feeding confusion. You want peace, but you keep opening the door to chaos. You want healing, but you keep touching the bruise to see if it still hurts. You want financial freedom, but you keep trying to comfort your stress with purchases you don't need. And I'm saying this with love. I will not enable your destruction. I will empower your growth. So today, I'm teaching you to choose what aligns with your future, not what soothes your moment. That means you might have to unfollow what triggers you. You might have to stop checking the same page that always makes you spiral. You might have to stop giving access to people who don't respect your boundaries. You might have to stop negotiating with a habit that keeps stealing your time, because time is currency too, and you've been leaking it. Late nights, endless scrolling, constant comparison, conversations that go nowhere, worry loops, replaying the past like it owes you something. It doesn't. It's time to reclaim your attention, because your attention is where your power lives. What you focus on grows. What you feed survives. What you tolerate stays. So if you want a new life, you need new focus. Now let's talk about the storm that comes when you're finally improving. This one confuses people, because you start doing better and suddenly the attacks intensify. You start setting boundaries and suddenly people get offended. You start working on your goals, and suddenly distractions multiply. You start praying consistently, and suddenly you feel resistance in your body, your mood, your schedule. And you think, God, why is this happening now? Because growth threatens what has benefited from your stagnation. Your old life will fight to keep you. Your old environment will test you. Your old version will beg you to come back. But you are not going back, and you won't have to announce it. Your consistency will announce it. Your peace will announce it. Your discipline will announce it. Your results will announce it. My child, this is a season where you let your life speak. Not your arguments, not your explanations, not your defenses. Your life. So let them misunderstand you while I elevate you. Let them doubt you while I strengthen you. Let them talk while I transform you. Now, I need to speak to someone who has been feeling spiritually dry. You've been doing all the right things, but you don't feel me like you used to. You've been praying, but it feels like your prayers hit the ceiling and fall back down. You've been worshiping, but your heart feels far away. You've been trying, but it feels like you're running on empty. My child, dryness does not mean absence. Sometimes dryness is invitation. It's me calling you deeper than feelings. It's me building faith that isn't dependent on emotion. It's me teaching you that I am still God even when you don't feel goosebumps. Because I'm not a moment, I'm a foundation. So don't judge our connection by your mood. Your mood is not your master, and your feelings are not the scoreboard of my presence. Here's what you do in dry seasons. You keep showing up. You keep speaking truth. You keep doing what is right. You keep choosing light. And slowly, without you even noticing at first, the soil softens again. The joy returns again. The peace rises again. The strength comes back again. And you look up one day and realize you made it through without losing yourself. Now, some of you are facing a storm in your home. Tension, miscommunication, a cycle of arguments, silence that feels like punishment, or a heaviness that sits in the room even when nobody is talking. Let me speak into that. You don't win peace by winning fights. You win peace by changing patterns. So I'm giving you a new pattern. Before you react, breathe. Before you respond, pray. Before you accuse, clarify. Before you assume, ask. And when you need to speak, speak clean. No insults, no cutting words, no you always and you never. Because those words don't heal, they only harden. My child, you can be honest without being cruel. And if you're dealing with someone who refuses to grow, hear me. You're not obligated to drown to keep them comfortable. You're allowed to protect your peace. You're allowed to create healthy distance. You're allowed to choose boundaries. Love doesn't require self-destruction. Now I'm going to talk to the person who keeps thinking, I'm not qualified. You see the dream. You feel the calling. You know there's more. But you keep looking at your resume like it's the final judge. And you're worried about credentials, education, experience, connections. You keep thinking about certifications, an MBA, an online course, a professional license, and you're telling yourself, maybe when I have more, then I'll start. But I don't choose you because of what's on paper. I choose you because of what's in you, and I can accelerate what looks slow. I can give you favor that bypasses what you lack. I can teach you what you didn't learn. I can connect you with people you don't have access to. I can take one conversation and shift your entire career path. So stop waiting for perfection. Start with obedience. Start with what you have. Start with what you know. Start with the next right step, because movement invites momentum, and momentum will carry you farther than motivation ever could. Now, let's talk about protection, because some of you have been feeling exposed, like anything could go wrong. Like you're one accident away from everything falling apart. You've been thinking about, what if your car breaks down? What if medical bills hit? What if an emergency happens? What if a lawsuit? What if something you didn't plan for? And it's been feeding anxiety. My child, I'm your refuge. But I also teach you stewardship. That means you don't have to live afraid of the what if. You prepare in wisdom and live in peace. You can make responsible decisions about health insurance, life insurance, auto insurance, home insurance, business liability, not from fear, but from maturity. Because preparedness is not unbelief. Preparedness is wisdom. You lock your doors at night not because you don't trust me, but because you respect what I gave you. So stop letting anxiety pretend it's being responsible. There's a difference between planning and panicking. Planning is calm, panicking is loud. Planning is steady, panicking is urgent. Planning listens, panicking rushes. So choose planning and release panic. Now, I'm going to speak to the part of you that has been carrying guilt for wanting more. You want a better life, a better home, a safer neighborhood, a more stable income, a debt-free future, a chance to invest, to build savings, to increase your credit, to qualify for a mortgage, to own property, to provide. And you've felt guilty, like you should only want spiritual things. But listen to me. I created you with needs. I created you with dreams. I created you with capacity. And when your life becomes stable, you become more available for purpose. When your finances are healthy, you can bless without fear. When your mind is clear, you can love without being drained. When your home has peace, you can serve without breaking. So don't feel guilty for wanting stability. Just keep your heart aligned. Let your goals serve your calling, not replace it. Now, I want to expose a trap that has been set for you. The trap is called delay, not the delay I use for preparation, the delay you choose because you're afraid, the delay that says, I'll start tomorrow, the delay that says, I'll forgive later, the delay that says, I'll get help eventually, the delay that says, I'll change when life slows down. My child, life doesn't slow down for people who keep postponing growth. You have to lead your life, not chase it. So today, take one action. 1, not 10. 1, send the email, schedule the appointment, write the plan, delete the number, start the budget, read the contract, cancel the subscription that's draining you. Clean one corner of your space. Go for one walk. Drink one glass of water. Pray one honest prayer. Because one action breaks the spell of stagnation, and stagnation has been suffocating you. Now let me speak to the person who feels like they're always the strong one. You've been everyone's shoulder, everyone's problem solver, everyone's call when things fall apart. And you've been proud of being dependable, but deep down, you're tired of being needed and not being nurtured. My child, you are allowed to receive too. You're allowed to be poured into. You're allowed to rest without guilt. You're allowed to say, I can't right now. And if people only value you when you're useful, they don't value you. They value what they can extract. So I'm teaching you to stop being the emergency room for people who refuse to take care of themselves. You can love them, you can pray for them, you can support them, but you cannot keep sacrificing your health to rescue someone who keeps running back into the same fire. This is a season of healthier love. This is a season of stronger boundaries. This is a season where you stop being accessible to chaos, because your peace is not negotiable. Now, I'm going to talk about your identity, because the storm has tried to rename you. It has tried to call you too much, not enough, damaged, late, unlucky, hard, unwanted. But I have a different name for you. I call you mine. I call you chosen. I call you equipped. I call you capable. I call you resilient. I call you protected. I call you purposeful. And the name I give you is stronger than the label anyone put on you. So when people misjudge you, don't internalize it. When people project their pain onto you, don't absorb it. When people misunderstand your growth, don't shrink to explain. You don't owe your future an apology. You owe it your obedience. Now, I'm going to bring you into a new motif, because some of you have been feeling like you're walking through fog. You can't see far. You can't predict the next season. You don't know how it will unfold, and that uncertainty has been making you anxious. But listen, you don't need full visibility to move. You need direction. A pilot doesn't fly by staring at the clouds. A pilot flies by instruments, and I'm teaching you to fly by what I said, not by what you see. Because sight can lie, people can lie, feelings can lie, but my word will not fail. So if you can only see one step, take that one step. If you only have strength for today, be faithful today. If you only know the next move, do the next move. Stop demanding a full map when I'm inviting you into trust. Trust is not passive. Trust is movement without complete information. Trust is obedience without perfect timing. Trust is peace without guaranteed outcomes. And trust is what will keep you steady in fog. Now, my child, there's another storm you've been fighting, and you haven't admitted it out loud. It's the storm of self-sabotage. You get close to something good, and you pull back. You start building momentum, and you break your own routine. You receive love, and you test it until it fails. You get progress, and you find a way to shrink it. Because deep down, part of you is still afraid that good things don't last. But I'm healing that fear. I'm healing the part of you that expects disappointment. I'm healing the part of you that braces for betrayal. I'm healing the part of you that confuses peace with boredom. So when you feel the urge to sabotage, pause and ask, what am I afraid of right now? Then bring that fear to me. Because you don't have to destroy what I'm building just because your past taught you to expect pain. Your past is not your teacher anymore. I am. Now, I want you to hear this, and I want you to hear it like a lifeline. Your life is not a punishment. Some of you have been interpreting every delay as proof you did something wrong. You've been thinking, maybe God is mad at me. No, conviction corrects, condemnation crushes. And I do not crush my children. I correct because I love. I guide because I care. I discipline because I'm building something in you. So stop seeing me as angry. See me as present. See me as involved. See me as the one who refuses to let you settle for a life beneath your calling. Now, if you're still here, if you're still receiving, I want you to like this video if you haven't yet. Let it be your quiet yes. And if you're ready to keep growing, stay connected, because you're not just hearing words, you're stepping into a new mindset. Now let me speak to your future in a way that will feel bold. Some of you are about to outgrow your current environment faster than you expected. Your conversations are going to change. Your priorities are going to shift. Your desires are going to refine. And what used to entertain you is going to start feeling empty. That's not you becoming boring. That's you becoming aligned. Because alignment changes appetite. When your spirit gets healthy, you stop craving what made you sick. When your mind gets clear, you stop chasing what kept you confused. When your heart gets whole, you stop begging for crumbs. So don't be afraid if you feel different. Different is not wrong. Different is growth. Now, here's what I'm going to do for you in this next season. I'm going to sharpen your discernment so you stop calling red flags potential. I'm going to strengthen your patience so you stop forcing what I didn't send. I'm going to increase your confidence so you stop negotiating with insecurity. I'm going to deepen your peace so you stop being addicted to urgency. I'm going to teach you to hear me clearly so you stop confusing my guidance with your anxiety. And I'm going to give you confirmations, not because you need to be coddled, but because I'm kind. For some of you, the confirmation will come through a conversation that answers a prayer you never told anyone about. For some of you, it will come through a door opening that you thought was sealed. For some of you, it will come through a sudden idea that feels like light turning on in a dark room. For some of you, it will come through a no that saves you from a trap. And for some of you, it will come through peace. A peace that doesn't make sense. A peace that stays. A peace that proves I'm holding you. Now let me warn you with love again. Don't idolize the outcome. Don't worship the breakthrough. Don't make the blessing your God. Because if you do, you will turn gifts into pressure. You will turn opportunities into anxiety. You will turn success into bondage. But if you keep me first, the blessing stays light. It stays clean. It stays joyful. It stays sustainable. Because I won't just give you things. I'll give you the ability to carry them without losing yourself. Now, I want to bring you to a new picture because some of you have felt like life has put you on trial. Accusations in your mind, evidence from your past, voices saying, look at what you did, look at what you failed, look at what you lost. And it feels like you're standing in a courtroom trying to defend your life with shaky hands. But hear me. I am your advocate, and the case against you is not stronger than my grace. The enemy brings accusations. I bring redemption. The enemy brings shame. I bring mercy. The enemy brings old receipts. I bring a new record. So stop rehearsing your defense. Stop building arguments against yourself. Stop acting like your past has the final word. It does not. I do. And I'm declaring over you. You are not guilty of being human. You're not disqualified because you learned the hard way. You're not rejected because you fell. You're not abandoned because you struggled. You are still mine, and I am still moving. Now, my child, let's talk about strength. Because you've been thinking strength means never crying. But strength is not numbness. Strength is honesty with endurance. Strength is getting up again. Strength is choosing peace when you could choose drama. Strength is doing the right thing when nobody is watching. Strength is asking for help when your pride wants to stay silent. And I'm building that kind of strength in you. The kind that doesn't need applause. The kind that doesn't need to prove itself. The kind that doesn't collapse when it's misunderstood. The kind that stays steady. Because your future needs steady you. Not perfect you. Steady you. Now, some of you are dealing with a storm of temptation. Temptation to go back. Temptation to settle. Temptation to compromise. Temptation to numb out. Temptation to escape. And you've been fighting it quietly, feeling ashamed that you're even tempted. But temptation is not sin. Temptation is a test, and tests reveal what's in you. So instead of shaming yourself, strengthen yourself. Remove what feeds the temptation, change what triggers it, shift your environment, protect your time, guard your eyes, guard your ears, because you can't plant a future while watering a habit that keeps poisoning your soil. This is not about willpower alone. This is about design. You design your life around your destiny. You don't design it around your distractions. So build a structure that supports your growth. A bedtime that protects your mind, a morning routine that centers your spirit, a budget that honors your future, a calendar that reflects your priorities, a community that calls you higher. Because when your structure changes, your outcomes change. Now, let me speak to the person who feels stuck between two versions of themselves. The old you that wants comfort, the new you that wants purpose, the old you that wants quick relief, the new you that wants long-term peace, the old you that wants approval, the new you that wants alignment, and you've been feeling torn. That's not failure, that's transition. That's the moment where your appetite is changing. That's the moment where you can no longer pretend. That's the moment where the old life doesn't fit and the new life hasn't fully formed. So it feels uncomfortable. But discomfort in transition is not a sign to go back. It's a sign you're becoming. So don't run from the tension. Let it refine you. Let it mature you. Let it teach you. Because on the other side of that tension is clarity, and clarity will bring speed. Now, I'm going to say something quietly, but it will hit deeply. Some of you are not actually tired because of what you're doing. You're tired because of what you're tolerating. You're tolerating disrespect. You're tolerating chaos. You're tolerating inconsistency. You're tolerating environments that drain you. You're tolerating conversations that leave you anxious. You're tolerating relationships that make you question your worth. and it's exhausting you. So today, I'm giving you permission to stop tolerating what I never assigned to you. You can step away. You can say no. You can choose peace. You can protect your energy. You can stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. And when you do, you're going to feel your strength come back. Not because life got easier overnight, but because you stopped bleeding in places you didn't need to stay. Now, let's go to another storm, because some of you are under the storm of decision. Big decisions, career, moving, investments, relationships, business, education. You're weighing options, and it feels like every choice has risk, and you're afraid to choose wrong. But hear me, you are not as fragile as your fear claims. I can redirect you even if you take a step that isn't perfect. I can reroute you without ruining you. I can teach you while you walk. So stop waiting to feel fearless. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is moving while fear is present, because you trust me more than you trust your anxiety. So bring me the decision, not the version you think I want, the real one. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you're afraid of. Tell me what you're tempted to choose. Tell me what you're avoiding. And then listen for my peace. Because when a door is for you, even if it's challenging, you will feel alignment in your spirit. Not always excitement. Alignment. A quiet yes under the nerves. A steady pull forward. A sense of rightness that doesn't need to be loud. That's how I guide. Now I need to speak to the person who feels like they've lost their spark. You used to feel alive. You used to dream. You used to create. You used to laugh without forcing it. And life hit you, and you went into survival mode, and the spark faded. But it's not gone. It's covered, and I'm uncovering it. You're going to feel joy again. Real joy. Not performance joy. Not distraction joy. Joy that rises from healing. Joy that comes from freedom. Joy that doesn't need a perfect day to exist. So don't label yourself dead inside. You're not dead. You're recovering. And recovery is holy. Recovery is brave. Recovery is the work of someone who refuses to stay in the dark. So keep going. Now, my child, the storm will try to make you rush to the nearest shelter, even if that shelter is toxic. It will try to push you toward anyone who offers a quick escape, even if they don't honor you. It will try to convince you that loneliness is worse than compromise. But hear me, loneliness is not the enemy. Isolation is. Loneliness is a feeling. Isolation is a decision to cut yourself off from help. So you don't need to run back to broken places to avoid being alone. You need to connect with what is healthy. You need to build a circle that doesn't drain you. You need to let good people love you. You need to stop testing everyone like they're guilty before they speak. Because I am bringing you community, not crowds. Community. People who pray, people who grow, people who build, people who tell you the truth with kindness, people who don't compete with you, people who don't envy you, people who don't need you small, and you will recognize them by the fruit, not the flattery. Now, I'm going to shift into something that will feel like a key. Some of you have been asking me for a miracle, but the miracle is already in motion, and you're about to miss it because it won't arrive in the packaging you expected. You expected it to look dramatic. You expected it to look instant. You expected it to look like everything changing overnight. But sometimes my miracles look like a better habit. A new mindset, a healthy boundary, a conversation you finally have, a job listing you almost ignored, a course you decide to take, a friend you finally answer, a plan you finally write down, a counselor you finally call, a doctor you finally visit, a budget you finally stick to. Because I don't only change circumstances, I change you. And when I change you, your circumstances follow. So don't overlook the small miracle of self-control. Don't overlook the miracle of clarity. Don't overlook the miracle of peace. Those are seeds, and seeds become harvests. Now, my child, I'm going to keep speaking because there's more you need for the days ahead, and I'm not letting you step into them unprepared. So let me seal this moment with something deeper than emotion. Let me seal it with truth that holds you when feelings shift, when people change, when the calendar turns, when the noise returns. Because you're not being sustained by hype, you're being sustained by my hand. I want you to hear me slowly, like warm light filling a room. You are not the sum of what happened to you. You are not the sum of what you did wrong. You are not the sum of what they did to you. You are not the sum of what you lost. You are my child. And because you are mine, your story is not over, your future is not fragile, and your purpose is not negotiable. Some of you have been living like you're waiting for permission to start again, permission to breathe again, permission to try again, permission to be loved without fear, permission to believe without flinching. But I'm not giving you permission, I'm giving you an invitation. Come closer. Not to a platform, not to a performance, not to a perfect life. To me. Because when you come to me, you stop starving for what people can't give you. You stop begging for validation. You stop chasing attention. You stop trying to prove your worth with exhaustion. You finally remember you were valuable before you achieved anything, before you fixed anything, before you explained anything. My child, I've watched you fight for a long time. I've watched you push through days you didn't have the strength for. I've watched you show up while carrying pain that would have crushed you if you were alone. And you weren't alone. I was there when you couldn't speak. I was there when you didn't know how to pray. I was there when you felt embarrassed to hope again. I was there when you smiled for them and cried for yourself. And I'm here now. So here's what I'm asking you to do as you step forward from this moment. Stop rehearsing the worst. Stop practicing anxiety like it's preparation. Stop imagining disaster like it makes you responsible. I'm teaching you a new reflex. When fear speaks, you return to me. When confusion rises, you return to me. When pressure pushes, you return to me. When loneliness whispers lies, you return to me. Because I am not just a part of your life, I am the source of your life, and the source is not drying up. Now, I'm going to speak to the part of you that wants a guarantee. You want to know it will work. You want to know it won't hurt again. You want to know you won't be disappointed again. You want to know you won't waste time again. But you don't need a guarantee to move. You need a guide, and I am guiding you. So instead of demanding certainty, choose obedience. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment, choose the next right step. Instead of trying to control outcomes, choose consistency. Because there's a kind of blessing that only finds you in motion, and you're about to move, not with frantic energy, with calm authority, not with desperation, with trust, not to prove anything, to become everything I designed you to be. Now listen. There are doors that will open because you changed your mindset. There are opportunities that will appear because you finally stopped talking yourself out of growth. There are relationships that will shift because you decided to be healthy. There are finances that will stabilize because you chose wisdom over impulse. There are habits that will break because you stopped treating your weakness like your identity. And there will be moments where you're tempted to say, "It's too good to be true." But what I'm doing is not a trick. It's restoration, it's alignment, it's redemption, it's your life coming back into order, one decision at a time. So here's your declaration, not for show, but for strength. I will not go back. I will not shrink. I will not settle. I will not self-sabotage. I will not keep bleeding in places I'm no longer called to stay. I will not keep doubting what God has confirmed. I will not let fear drive. I will not let pain define me. I will not let the past vote on my future. I will walk. I will build. I will heal. I will finish. And even when it's hard, I will keep coming back to God. My child, I'm not asking you to be fearless. I'm asking you to be faithful. Because faithfulness is what keeps you steady when your emotions change. Faithfulness is what turns prayer into progress. Faithfulness is what makes your life a testimony instead of a tragedy. And I know you're thinking about the people who hurt you, the ones who left, the ones who betrayed you, the ones who didn't choose you the way you chose them, the ones who made you feel small, the ones who made you question your worth. Let me say this clearly. What they did was not your value. What they did was their character. Do not turn their lack of capacity into your identity. Do not turn their inconsistency into your insecurity. Do not turn their silence into your shame. I'm healing you so deeply that what used to trigger you won't control you anymore. I'm healing you so fully that you stop chasing closure from people who don't even understand the damage they caused. I'm healing you so completely that you can walk away without hatred, without obsession, without needing the last word. Because when I heal you, you don't need revenge. You need peace. And peace is coming. Now, I'm going to speak to the one who feels like they've been carrying a quiet, spiritual heaviness. You've been feeling resistance around your focus, resistance around your discipline, resistance around your prayer life, resistance around your sleep. You felt like something is always trying to interrupt your growth. My child, you're not imagining it, but you're not powerless. You do not fight darkness with panic. You fight darkness with light. You fight it by returning to truth, by guarding your mind, by protecting your atmosphere, by choosing what feeds your spirit, by refusing to entertain what drains your peace. And when you do, the heaviness will lift. Not because you forced it, because you refused to partner with it. So tonight, as you lay down, I want you to release what you've been holding. Release the regret. Release the resentment. Release the fear. Release the pressure to have it all figured out. Release the timeline. Release the need to control people. Release the need to fix everything. And if you need words, here they are. God, I give you my life again. I give you my mind. I give you my heart. I give you my plans. I give you my fears. I give you my future. Lead me, heal me, strengthen me, protect me, provide for me, make me wise, make me steady, make me whole. Now breathe. Because even as you say that, I'm already moving. I'm moving in the places you can't see. I'm moving in conversations you're not in. I'm moving in closed rooms, shifting decisions, softening hearts, arranging timing. I'm moving in your body, calming your nervous system, restoring your sleep, bringing your appetite back, bringing your energy back. I'm moving in your mind, clearing fog, breaking cycles, silencing the lie that says you don't have what it takes. You do, because I am with you, and my presence is not a feeling you chase. It's a truth you stand on. So when you wake up tomorrow, don't carry today's weight into tomorrow's morning. Wake up like someone who is guided. Wake up like someone who is protected. Wake up like someone who has a future. Wake up like someone who is not alone. And when you stumble, don't spiral. When you make a mistake, don't surrender to shame. When you feel weak, don't withdraw. Come back quickly. Because the fastest way out of darkness is to return to me, not to punish yourself in it. My child, I've been waiting for you, and you came. That matters. This moment matters. This is not just another video. This is a turning point for somebody. It might be you. So if you want to mark this moment, comment 7/77. Let it be your sign to yourself that you're not just listening. You're deciding to move forward, deciding to heal, deciding to trust again, deciding to stop living beneath your calling. And now, I bless you. I bless your mind with clarity. I bless your heart with peace. I bless your hands with skill. I bless your steps with direction. I bless your home with protection. I bless your finances with wisdom. I bless your future with alignment. I bless your relationships with discernment. I bless your nights with rest. I bless your mornings with strength. And I declare this over you. What you thought would break you will build you. What you thought delayed you will direct you. What you thought disqualified you will become the proof that my grace is real. You are not behind, you are not forgotten, you are not done, you are being prepared and you are being carried. So walk into the next day with your head up and your spirit steady, because you and I are going to talk again. And I'm not leaving you, I've been waiting for you, and I'm staying with you.